Okay, so this is part 2 of Friday the 13th on that fabulous fine and Friday, Chum and Taint edition. I'm your host, Taint Tobar, brought to you by Fabulous Link Fusion and only at your disclosure. So, we continue this episode of Chum and Taint, and from the looks of it, went from 21 minutes to 14 minutes, which is pathetic. But at the same time, we can make it work. So I didn't add the sugar, but like I was telling you about, using equal. It's artificial sugar. This red and blue really doesn't matter. But a lot of people would try to make it seem that pink associated with passive aggressive and blue that you're autistic. People really are like computers, keywords, and they find any little thing to. But this being green, this is considered the green. Burial, as this had embolic fluid, then you'd be in deep shit. This is intended for grown-ups, so I read to you, if embalming fluid can kill you, and I'm having difficulties with this. So unfortunately, that technology man, I hate this. Sometimes, like I said, having two hands, you can definitely multitask. Oh man, this is real frustrating. Well, the point is, this is carcinogenic, and yes, it could be fatal towards human consumption, also known as green burial. And it's in style now more than ever. So I don't have an indicator for this, as you can see. But if you guys can remember, on one of our last episodes, this contained this awesome. One of those days, I wouldn't be able to take this with me, but presented to you by Philip S. Scott, General Manager, 20-year Marine vet, and Lucian Cornelio, former Bobby in the UK, and Roy Stenifer, farms instructor, also former Maricopa County Sheriff Deputy. And yeah, contains a lot of information, and we're gonna go outside and check the weather. At the same time too, we won't leave this, and if I had an indicator, trust me, I would definitely. But this is how we gotta leave. Unfortunately, there's a lot of enemies, said I can't leave my house, my room, without turning on the cameras. But what I would do is I will put this here. Yeah, I'll combine the two so I could take it on the go. And if I had the indicator, I'd gladly ask you questions for you guys to witness. Drinking plenty of coffee and just going outside to check the weather. But you guys gotta go prepared after all. That's part of the mission, is prepare for the worst and the best will come. But definitely proud 16-year law enforcement veteran, as well as 68W. Joined just about enlisted, re-enlisted, and decided to go back, but fortunately I've been jumped, and I don't know how family could act this. I sometimes wonder if negativity was the cause of it, or just people don't turn on you for any reason, and you yell at someone, and that automatically means you're public enemy number one, think you're an uncle. People exaggerate. People that have no lives, no jobs. That's what you consider homeless people negative. Find any excuse to make their life purposeful. And this is how I gotta live too. Look at that. Even the smallest things. Water could be added to that. That's Miss Sinister. Essex Nathaniel. And there's a lot of things going on here. Terrible nightmare. Hopefully it ever comes to. I've gone to Theo Fi's house, Rafa's, and Smell like shit, but I was drinking a lot of coffee, so could have been this is how I roll. Making sure camera's on. Making sure this is locked. In this edition of Friday the 13th, we definitely want to make it count. You got to take everything into consideration, even the fact that that's there, so I could just run it here, try to wet it, sabotage it. So you think in steps. They were to try to add water. Hopefully this will catch it. But even the door handle has smears of shit. So I'm gonna go ahead and oh man, look at the beautiful weather. As you can see, it's perfect duck weather. Check out my phone. And yeah, we wonder if Friday the 13th